What's up, Warriors? Welcome to the third edition of the Path of a Warrior podcast. My name is Dean McBride, your host, and I hope you guys enjoyed the first 2 weeks we had with Coach Kyler and Coach Salas. But today in the studio with me, we've got our newest coach, hired in just January, right?
Like January, February, somewhere around there.
Yeah. He'll be championing our men's soccer team this upcoming season, and hopefully for at least a few more years to come. Head coach Dalon Parker. Coach Parker, how are you feeling today?
Feeling good. Feeling really good. Happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Awesome, of course. So before we get into anything else, this is a faith-based institution, obviously. So what is your relationship with Jesus Christ like? Did you grow up in the church? Did you meet him at a later date?
I did. I grew up in the church. So I'm originally from Dallas, Texas. I'm from the South. So I'm originally a Southern Baptist guy.
Okay.
But I grew up in the church, was always in the church. My people say it takes a village to raise a child. And so my grandmother, my great-great-grandmother, I was fortunate to have those in my life. And that was just church, and Bible. So Wednesday night services, Sunday services. You know, I grew up in a time where you went to church and then you had dinner afterwards. Or lunch, as a church lunch afterwards. And so that might make me a little bit older than a lot of people, but that's what I grew up in. And then I became a Christian about when I was 14, 15 years old. I was about a freshman, I was about 15. I was going to my sophomore year in high school, and I attended a Christian private school, and we had a Christian service week that we were doing where they brought a lot of people in for chapel and things like that, and gave my life over to God, and been trying to do it the right way ever since.
That's good, yeah. It's always hard to do it the right way, yeah. What are things you like to do outside of coaching? Because obviously you have your guys on the field, but when you're off the field, what's your favorite thing to do?
Yeah, I like a multitude of things. I have a 10-year-old son, and me and my wife have been together for 22 years, and so spending time with him as he gets older, spending more time with him has been great, and I'm seeing that's needed in my family. And then I'm really big into music, love music a lot. I actually love video games, so I play a lot of video games as well.
Yeah, me too.
Now my son is interested in video games, so it's kind of cool.
That's good.
But yeah, I like to do video games. I like to listen to music. I used to write music a little bit, and then I also love movies. So I love watching movies.
That's good. What's your favorite movie?
Oh man, I think my favorite movie right now, I'm really big on the Book of Eli. I don't know
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great one. All right, we'll get into your coaching background now. So was coaching always the dream for you?
No. Not at all. Awesome. I did not want to coach when I got done doing what I had set out for myself. Did not want to coach at all, actually. My mentor got me into it.
Okay.
Which was pretty crazy. I didn't want to coach because I didn't want to deal with parents.
That makes sense. That makes sense. When did that switch happen? Like when you kind of because from what I could gather, you probably played for a little while and then you switched to coaching. So what made that switch happen?
Yeah, well, I had graduated from college. I originally wanted to be a doctor, so that's what I was going to school for, to be a pediatric neurologist. And then I had another mentor of mine that was a doctor, and it was the medical field and insurances is taking over. You might want to choose another profession. Yeah. And I was like, okay, and I did an internship in Washington with another peds neuro, and just figured out he broke it down to me that I wouldn't have a lot of time with my family at first.
Yeah.
And so it'd be really hard, and I'm an only child, so I'm a really big family guy.
Yeah.
So I decided to switch to a different profession, and then after that, I didn't know what I wanted to do, so I went on and played after college a little bit, and then came back and was kind of in this world of the world's open to me. I have a degree, I have experience in doing some other things, what I want to do, and that's when my mentor kind of got a hold of me and was like, you'd be a great coach. You really need to, you're great with kids, and you just be a really good coach. And so he just kept plugging away,
Yeah.
and then finally he got me to start coaching tennis.
Really?
Yep.
That's how you got your start.
That's how I got my start. I was coaching tennis and footwork and all those different things in tennis, and then from there it just became basketball next, and then soccer, and then now I'm a college soccer coach for a while, but that's what it was. That's how it worked.
That's awesome. How long have you been coaching soccer for?
Oh boy. I want to say probably somewhere between 17, 18 years.
And in all that time, what is your favorite game that you've ever coached?
Oh boy, that's a great question. Man, I think my favorite game I've ever probably coached was when I was back in Colorado coaching. And I was coaching a high school team, and I was there for about 7 to 8 years. And I was tasked with the opportunity to kind of take this high school team back to where it was in the history of their high school. And we ended up, through that time, we ended up winning like 6 straight conference titles and making it to the Final Four and the Elite Eight. And my favorite game was it was the first time I'd ever coached in a professional stadium. And we
That's
were coaching
awesome.
in a professional stadium, and the kids, the light up on the kids' eyes was crazy. The field was beautiful and massive, and I got a chance to do that. And so that was fun, just putting the kids in that opportunity and having them see that chance.
That's good. What led you to LPU specifically?
LPU, well, a lot of prayer, just to be quite honest.
Yeah.
A lot of prayer. I had applied for a lot of jobs before I got this job, and only one of them was a men's job, because I've coached women and men, soccer, and women and men basketball. And a lot of them were women jobs, because I thought that's where the Lord wanted me to go to, is to be a woman coach. And so this was the only job that was a male's coach that I got a call back from or applied for. And so I got a call from Davis. Davis is awesome. We got to talking, and immediately I was like, man, this might be the place I need to be. I'm not quite sure. And so a lot of prayer, a lot of praying for discernment. Me and my wife are big believers in prayer and fasting and things of that nature. So a lot of prayer over the couple of months that I was looking for a job. And just me and Davis hit it off immediately, and then I got on the call with the team, the interview team, and just saw that this was a place of community. It was a place of love, and they really wanted to do what was best for the kids, but this place was actually on fire when it comes to like growing. And really trying to serve the student in all different varieties. And so that's something I wanted to be a part of. And then the staff was all about love. They're all in it for the same thing. Nobody's trying to outdo anybody. Everybody's trying to help and just be, honestly, what I think is a big community, and what the word community really stands for. And that really grabbed hold of me and had me a lot of praying and a lot of thinking, like, I want to be somewhere. I think we all want to be somewhere where we're heard, and we all want to be somewhere where we enjoy working.
That's good. That's good. What excites you about the men's soccer program here?
What excites me about it is I get to build it.
That's good.
I think there's multiple styles of coaching. I think there's coaches that come in and they have a program that's already a legacy. It's already been built.
Right.
And then what they have to do is just maintain that legacy, which is really hard to do. I think people don't give a lot of credit how hard that is actually to do, to maintain a legacy. And then there's coaches like myself that come in and build programs.
Yeah.
They take them from the ground up, or maybe they weren't doing so well in their first 4 or 5 years, and you try to build them and get them built to the highest level that you possibly can. And so what excites me is that I get to build this. I equate it to the boys of a lot about building a house.
Yeah.
So this last 2 to 3 months we've been going out toiling the land, right? We've been going out trying to find a good place to put the land, to put the foundation, to put the concrete, to pour the concrete so there's no cracks later on when we have to rebuild. And so that's what we've been doing now, and that's been exciting. That land toiling comes from recruiting and the right kids, but that's what we've been doing right now, and it's really, really fun to do. This is actually the real fun part besides actually coaching.
Yeah.
And so that's what we've been doing now, because ultimately we want to build a house, and we want to build it doesn't have to be a massive house, but it has to be a very stable house.
That's good.
And that's what we're trying to build.
Yeah. What would you say is like the coaching skill that you bring to this team?
Ooh, I think I'm pretty decent at the X's and O's. But I think what I bring the most is just that encouragement and that spill of like you're more than just a player.
That's good.
I think that's my biggest coaching attribute, is just treating every athlete as a person first and an athlete second.
That's good.
That can be kind of hard, especially in our industry of athletics. It's all about winning, right? And kind of like you give me something, I give you something. but I try to pride myself on encouraging them to grow as men, or if I'm coaching women. And so I think my biggest thing is the X's and O's are fun. I think I'm pretty good at it. I think I'm good at developing and growing players individually, but I think my best attribute is just, building a community. I think that's the best part about it.
That's good. And speaking of building a community, obviously you talked about the importance of recruiting. What is like, if you were to give like a recruiting pitch right now to a recruit like that's considering college options, why should they pick LPU?
I think a recruit would thrive at LPU because of its size and because of its overall community base, of how everyone wants to help, everybody wants to be a part of your new journey, but see you come out of this journey successfully.
Yeah.
And I think another reason why recruits should pick this is because it's an opportunity to come build something and put their name attached to, be a legacy builder, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And put their name attached to that. And then it's another opportunity just to feel not like another number.
Yeah.
To actually feel as to be a person that can be known, that can be recognized, that can be seen, and that can be heard. A lot of times with the big schools, and there's nothing wrong with the big schools, but a lot of times with the big schools, you can kind of get lost in the shuffle. You can kind of be just a number, and you can fall into the 15,000, 5,000, 6,000 kids that they have. And a lot of times the professors can be TAs and not really the professor. But here you're going to be hands-on, looking the professor in the eye. They're going to know your name. They're going to worry about you. They're going to want the best for you.
Yeah.
They're going to want those things to kind of pan out for you and be understanding, but also know how to give you tough love when tough love is needed. And I think that's what makes LPU great. I think that's what makes a lot of small colleges great, is it provides an avenue for people to be seen, to be heard, and to be not only ministered to, but to grow and to become well-rounded. And when they get out of here, they're more than just an athlete, they're a human being.
That's good. What would you say is your vision for the future of this team?
My vision? Man, that's a loaded question over there.
Yeah.
My vision at the end of the day is for us to be healthy all the way from A to Z. And I think what that means is I want to make sure all the kids that we bring in, that we have like an 80% graduation rate.
That's really good.
I would love to see that 80% of that graduation rate, at least 60 to 70% go on and get a master's degree. On top of that, I would love to see that happen. I would love to see us build something that takes the sacrifice, that pulls the individual out of the equation and makes it unselfish. Like, I would love to see that happen with our program. And I would love to see us, like we kind of say in our program, I would love to see us be undaunted with the things that we do. I would love to see us work in harmony with the things that we do. And I would love to see us have a passion for what we do and express that all through campus, but not only through campus, but also through the community. Get to touch a little bit on San Dimas, Glendora, LA. Like, I would love to see those things take place to where, we are going out and through our actions and through our love, we're ministering to other people. I want people to look at our soccer team and see them play, and I want little kids and adults to be like, I want what they have.
That's good. And when all these things happen, obviously, maybe the wins will follow, but...
Yeah, winning is, winning, of course, I'm an athlete, I'm a coach. I want to win just like everybody else. And winning is huge. Of course. Winning is big in this industry, but my belief about winning is we don't talk about winning inside the program. We haven't talked about winning with the boys since I got here. And we never will. What we will talk about is the byproduct and the everyday processes that it takes to be successful. And that's a win in itself. But I think if we focus on the everyday processes of how we get better and things of that nature, then winning will take its course when we earn the right to win. Winning will take its course. But we're not focused on going out and winning 15, 16 games. We're focused on being the best versions of ourselves every day. We talk about win the day all the time, and so we're focused on being the best version, but we're focusing on those little bitty processes that basically require us to be successful every time we wake up in the morning.
course. That's good. Well, I believe that's all the questions we have for today. Thank you, Coach Parker, for being willing to come in and answer our burning questions. And thank you, viewers, for listening in. Next, we've got our very own Coach Evan Jenkins, who's heading into his second season with our men's basketball team. If you have any questions for him or for Coach Parker, please leave them in the comments. And as always, it's a great day to be a Warrior, so let's go Warriors. Good luck next season, Coach.
Thank you.